What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Hinkle.Fishing. Today we are out here at my land with these big ponds in the background, trying to catch some big fish. But right now we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to film a rod and reel arsenal video. I'm going to show you guys all of my setups, the rods, the reels, what I use them for, what line I'm using, and basically just showing you every rod and reel that I own. Hope y'all enjoy, and let's jump over to the setup, the camera setup real quick. Here we go, guys. I hope y'all enjoy the magnificent view you got. This awesome backdrop. We're currently at my land, and ignore my outfit. I just got done working out here, mowing and weed eating to make this place look as pretty as it does. I got all my rods and reels set up right here leaning against this tree. They are mainly Dobbins rods and Shimano reels. I have a few that are not, but I'll explain why I bought those. And yeah, let's jump into it. I'm gonna go from left to right, no specific order, just the way that they're laid out right here. Starting off, here is setup number one. This is my only spinning setup besides an ultralight rod that I use for the creek. This is the only non-Dobbins spinning rod that I own. This is a Daiwa Tatula 7'3" medium spinning rod. And then on here I have a Shimano Mirabel 2500S. Ordered this from Japan before they came out in the US, so I'm not sure if it's any different than the US models, but I believe I have, I think, 20-pound Power Pro braid on here to like a 10-pound copolymer leader on here, and that's what I've run on the spinning setup. As you can see, it has the cork in front. It had to be cork. I wanted a cork, obviously. I was looking at the X Prides, but those are a lot more money than this, and this was on sale on Tackle Warehouse actually, because they just released newer models that have foam grips. I believe the newer Daiwa Tatula rods do. But I wanted the reel seat, I wanted to have the reel handle in front, so whenever I'm jigging I can hold it like this. I don't like having to put my hand like on the reel like this exactly. It's just uncomfortable for me. So I went ahead and picked up this rod instead of a Dobbins. The reason I do own mostly Dobbins is because the warranties are so great and they just make awesome rods. And they have cool color schemes, which I will show y'all in just a second when I get to the next rod. Anyways, this is the first rod and reel setup. This is a Daiwa Tatula 7'3" medium and a Shimano Mirabel. Alright guys, the next setup going down left to right on my rods right here is this setup right here. This is a Dobbins Caden 610-4 CB. It is specifically a jerkbait rod, but I throw a lot more than jerkbaits on it. I just recently picked it up, this and another rod for Christmas this year, so I haven't had it for that long, maybe 6 months. Caught a few fish on it. It has a Scorpion MGL 150. It's a 6 gear for jerkbaits and crankbaits. On this rod, I'm running 12-pound Suffix Advance. It's a copolymer line. I'm just testing it out. I run mainly braided leader on almost all of my rods, but this one is straight copoly, as you can see. Currently, I have a little black and blue mini max tie on here. I love throwing mini maxes on this rod. It's actually great for it. That's what I have been catching them on recently. Overall, great rod. Throws jerkbaits amazing. I just made a big old square bill order, and I'm gonna throw those in about a month when I go on a fishing trip with my buddy Eric. And I'll put this rod to the test with some square bills, and I ordered some 6-inch swanks, and I'm either gonna throw those on this or one of the other setups that I'll show y'all in a little bit. Anyways, this rod, like I said, has an awesome color scheme. I got the Scorpion because it's red to match the rod, obviously. And yeah, sweet rod. On to the next. Here we go, here's number 3. This is my spinnerbait setup. This is the best spinnerbait rod you can buy, I believe. It's pretty old actually, which they still make it, but this is a really old model. It's a Dobbins Sierra 734C. Amazing rod. Unfortunately, it's so old that whatever material they use to like glue on the eyelets to wrap around the wrap, whatever the glue is, it's so old that it doesn't hold the guides in anymore. So I was fishing a spinnerbait on this, and the braid that I was throwing got wrapped around the guides right here. And whenever I cast it, it ripped them out and ripped out the insert in the tip guide. I'll put that on the screen, a little up close picture of it. But yeah, I need to send this rod into Dobbins, and they'll fix it for free actually. It's a good thing about Dobbins is they'll do any rod repairs for free, and they have a great warranty system where if you send in just if you fully break the rod, you just send in a cutoff section about this big right here, But if you break a Dobbins rod, you just cut off right here and you ship that in a little padded envelope, and then you pay a small fee and you get a brand new rod. So that's a great thing. Anyways, back to the setup. This is a Dobbins Sierra 734C, and I have a Shimano Chronarch MGL on here. It's an 8-gear. I use this for spinner baits, buzz baits, chatter baits maybe occasionally, swim jigs, anything that's like a jig hook moving bait, like underspins, anything like that. This rod is amazing for stuff like that, and yeah, I love this setup. Number 4 right here. I got this rod at the same time as the 734. This is a Dobbins Sierra 765 flip, and I have a Corrado MGL 150 XG, so it's an 8-gear on here. And of course, this is my dedicated flipping and frogging setup. Right now I got a 6 Sense Vega frog tied on here, but I love this rod. It's probably the most fun rod to use. Absolutely jacking the fish on them. Whenever I set the hook is just my favorite thing to do, honestly. Flipping and frogging are probably my 2 favorite ways to fish, besides like a spinnerbait or a buzzbait. But yeah, I love this setup. I got like, I think I have 50-pound braid on here. And then on the spinnerbait setup, I have like 17-pound fluoro. That's straight fluoro, but I'm gonna switch that up soon. Anyways, yeah, I love this rod also. But yeah, this is a Sierra 765 flip, so it's a little bit softer action than most of their 765 models, like in the Caden. And I previously owned a Sam Sobey 765 flip that was a little stouter than this, and so I didn't really like to throw frogs on it. I like the tip section on this rod. It allows me to walk a frog really, really well. But I'm looking at getting a Champion 736 for frogs because it's a little bit shorter and lighter to walk them a little easier. But for now, this setup works great, and I actually love it. So yeah, matches pretty well too. On to the next one. Here is setup number 5, and personally my favorite setup out of all of my rods, just because of how it looks, honestly, and because it's so lightweight and throws. It's basically a do-it-all rod, but I use it for just Texas rigs and stuff. It's a Dobbins Sam Sobey Special 724C, and I have a 2013 Metanium XG on here. It matches so well. But yeah, right now I have a 1/2-ounce football jig tied on here, a little black and blue football jig. And I'm running straight braid on it right now, but that's not what I normally have a 17-pound fluoro leader. But I was fishing over here by the spillway a second ago, and I was throwing one of those red Berkeley power bait jigs, and I felt the thump, set the hook, clean snapped me right off. So switch over to straight braid, so I have a little bit more confidence when I set the hook. But I normally am running a 17-pound fluoro leader that has like 40-pound braid on here, I believe. But this setup is so nice. I love this setup. I normally am throwing Texas rigs on here. I have another rod that's dedicated for jigs, but I need to get a different reel for it most likely, so that I'll use it more. But anyways, yeah, this rod is amazing. I just picked up this reel in that most recent unboxing, and I've been loving it so far. Super lightweight, can cast stuff a mile. Actually, I've been loving throwing the new Yamamoto Yamatanuki on this, weightless, in that pink color, and this thing can absolutely bomb that bait. And it's weightless, and it's like a 3.5-inch plastic, but it weighs it's pretty dense, so it weighs a little bit, probably like 1/2 ounce. This rod can absolutely bomb it, and I love throwing it on here. Anyways, this is my favorite setup of all of them right now, probably. And yeah, on to the next one. All right, guys, here we go. Setup number 6. On to setup number 6 right here. This is my first Dobbins rod I ever purchased. It is an amazing rod, honestly. This is a Dobbins Champion 736 CB glass. So it's a 7'3", 6-power glass crankbait rod. And this is the best chatterbait rod you can buy, I think. Again, just like my spinnerbait rod, Dobbins makes amazing rods. This rod just flows up so well with the chatterbait, and it's a glass rod, so it's a little bit heavier, but it doesn't even bother me at all. I currently have a hand-tied Thunder Cricket I made on here. Thunder Cricket chatterbait, Strike King, but I took the skirt off and hand-tied it myself. I'll get a close-up of that. And then I'm running a 6-gear. This is an SLX DC 150, and it's a 6-3-1, I believe. And the only upgrade I've done really is the knob end caps on here. I made them chrome to match the little chrome side piece. This rod throws chatterbaits amazing. I throw top waters on here. I throw liplesses. I currently have 30-pound Power Pro, and I normally run a 14-pound leader, but I've been throwing top waters on here, so I just have been doing straight braid. This rod is amazing. I might be throwing the Swanks on here. That's the other rod I was talking about that I might be throwing the Swanks on here instead of the 610-4 because I think that they're a little bit big for that rod. But yeah, I've caught some freaking giants on this, and I've had it for the longest out of all my Dobbins rods. Had it about 3 years now. Amazing rod. Like I said, y'all should get one if you are looking for a chatterbait rod. This is where to go. Next rod, number 7. This is just a rod, and I actually just picked this up, and you will see an unboxing and review of it, hopefully. This is, let me turn it around. This is a 6-cents, let me see, what is this? I just got it, I don't even know. It's a 6-cents Lux. It's a 7-1 medium heavy fast, but it's actually it's a 4-piece travel rod. And obviously Dobbins doesn't make a travel rod, and that's why I picked this bad boy up. It breaks down into about a 20-inch package. Breaks down just like that. Came with a nice little package to carry it with me. And I'm planning on bringing this to Florida with me. I leave for Florida in about a week. By the time this video is probably up, I've probably already gone to Florida, and it's probably been a month because I suck at getting videos out. But can y'all hear that? There goes storm over there. There's a huge storm over there that just blew by, and I'm sure y'all could hear that lightning. Scary a little bit. Anyways, yeah, this is a 6-cents Lux 7-1 medium heavy 4-piece travel rod. It cost me like 110 bucks on a Tackle Warehouse on the Memorial Day sale, so I decided to pick it up. I have yet to catch a fish on it, but hopefully I do today. That's what I'm gonna try and do right now after this video. But yeah, it's a great rod. Hopefully. I don't really know, I haven't used it yet. Review coming soon. On to setup number 7. Here we go. This is my BFS rod. It's what I throw my lighter finesse baits on that are too light, or not too light, but like just the lighter finesse baits that I like to throw. I throw them on here instead of the spinning setup. This thing is awesome. BFS is new. It's just ultralight or light action bait casting. As you can see, it's able to throw this little 1/10 ounce Ned rig, and it can bomb it pretty far. You've seen me fish it with it in videos, throwing it, I don't remember, I threw a drop shot on it in the most recent, or the video where it says dog goes crazy. I was using this rod in the beginning. Anyways, this is a Dobbins Sierra 701C. It's a 7-foot light action bait casting rod, and this reel my girlfriend actually got me for Christmas, which was awesome. This is an SLX BFS. It's a 6-gear model, which was actually a harder one to get, so I'm surprised she was able to get it for me. But yeah, the setup looks so clean. It has the little blue accents just like the rod, and the little thread where they wrap the guides and stuff on it. It just matches perfectly. I'm running a 10-pound braid to an 8-pound co-poly leader on here, and I use this for a drop shot, a Ned rig, and little tiny like 16th ounce Texas rigs. I like to throw the Gee Crack Bellows Gill, the 2.8 size on here a lot. It's amazing for that. Little tiny micro jigs, anything like that, you know, anything finesse, this rod handles it perfectly. Yeah, it's just a great setup. And now on to the last one. Here is the final setup, and this is probably the setup I use the least because I don't know, I just have other rods that I feel do everything this one can do better. So I'm thinking about trading this one in for that 736 frog rod so that I could get that. Or maybe if I just got a different reel to put on here, I would use it more. Anyways, this is a Dobbins Champion 764C. And I have a Shimano SLX HG on here, 7-gear. It's honestly a great rod. My buddy Eric has one. He throws all of his, he throws swim baits on it usually. Like, he has a Piz Runt, a little like, it's probably like a 2.5 ounce crank down that he throws on it. He throws like a lot of weightless, or a lot of like soft baits on it. I've caught a few fish on it, throwing some big swim baits, but I got rid of most of my swim baits. Anyways, I could make this my jig rod, but that's what I'll probably do. I probably will make this my dedicated jig rod. Honestly, it is a great rod. I just don't use it that much, honestly. But yeah, it's a 7.6 heavy, and I got 50-pound braid on here. I was running like a 20-pound fluoro leader, but I think I might just get a new reel for it, and then I would throw it more. I don't know what I would get, honestly. Maybe a Bantam, a new Bantam. That would be pretty sweet. But I've been spending too much money recently, so don't want to do that. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, this is the final rod of my collection or arsenal, however you want to say it. And yeah, I love all my rods. They catch me some big fish. And hopefully I can show y'all more of that content coming soon. The reason it's so hard for me to upload right now, like quickly, is because I don't have a device to edit my videos on, and my GoPro keeps just saying SD card error after 5 minutes of recording, and I'm not sure what to do about that. I might have to get a new one, or I'm looking into like finding a way to cool it down while I'm using it on my chest mount, because I think it just is overheating while I'm using it. Anyways, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the rod and reel arsenal video. I have more videos to come once I get a device to edit on, and hopefully I can pump them out a little bit quicker than the 1 month wait that I'm doing right now, which kind of sucks, I know. Trying to grow the channel. If you don't already follow my Instagram, it's the same as my YouTube. It's Hinkle.Fishing. I post a little bit more regularly on there. I need to post more frequently on there too. It's just difficult. I'm busy. It's summertime. Been working a lot out here. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Peace.